So something that I'm
Yeah.
actually really interested about for you is you're really into LinkedIn, you're really into Instagram, you've worked in marketing and social media since Black Rifle. And
Mhm.
I think that, so like for me, I was a cyber warfare officer. I get out now, I do cybersecurity. Super
Right.
easy one-to-one translation of my skills. For you, on
Right.
the other hand, like you were a cop who then got really good at operating radios really, really quickly to call in like fire support.
Right.
How did you end up at marketing? Because I feel like for a lot of people in the military, especially folks that are closer to the fight, like your actual trigger pullers, there's like you're a warrior, and there's a lot of parts of polite society where that warrior skill set doesn't
Sure.
translate. So how did you overcome that and get into the field that you're currently in?
Yeah. No. And so Evan, if he ever listens to this, I really owe it to Evan. Like, so when I came on more as really his executive assistant slash a project manager. And so for
Mhm.
that year and a half was doing a lot of that. Um, but even those guys, right? So, I mean, Evan, Matt, JT, like they're all military. And so they're not classically trained. Like they don't have a marketing degree. I think Evan and Matt does. I don't know about JT. Like they have degrees, but I think they're in business or something, right? They're not in marketing. So they're not classically trained marketing. But again, they built a brand. And so it became relationships. And so that's even where I'm getting at with me. I think as a TACP and a cop, like if you're good at being a TACP and you're good at being a cop, then you're usually good at, like sociology, a little bit of psychology, which are all about relationships. And that's really what marketing is. Marketing and branding are very much a lot of that, the people, your audience. Um, Now I would tell you in marketing, there's very specific nuances. I mean, there's paid media now, right? You got paid media searches, or you a Google and Facebook ads, SEO certified person, email campaigns. But I would tell you, even with email campaigns, like you're a consumer, and if you know, like, okay, what kind of emails do I like? Um, and then the platforms aren't anything crazy. There's Mailchimp, right? Omnisend, like those are just two platforms that I know off like top of my head, right? That do emails. They're very Google, Microsoft. I mean, it's point and click, right? And you can move and it's Canva, right? I mean, you can build stuff and right. So if you have a little bit of creativity, so that's why I was. So that's kind of what it was. So Evan, the guys brought me on. Man, I was in their pocket for that solid year and a half, like that first year and a half, just doing, seeing, absorbing everything, right? Contributing, but never contributing, to any creative standpoint, but just always observing them, seeing how they made their creative decisions. And then that's when Evan flipped me over and put me into marketing operations, which then fell into a lot of the events, but it was a lot of the sponsorships and partnerships. Um, and then even so in there, then working more with I say the real marketing team is, the guy John who ran the email campaigns, and then Mod who had the website. You have all these teams, but they all have to work together. And so but and then we were there. You were in the office too, right? And then COVID happened, and you're out of the office. But like we would still, if you lived here in San Antonio, like I still went to the office, so it was great. Yeah, so I did. It was OJT. I guess
Yeah.
that long story. I bet you probably just could have answered it with it's on the job training.
It's
Yep.
cool because I think that you hone in on something that I think is important for people to hear, though, which is you came in and you were good at relationship building and you were willing to work.
Yep.
And those are like, if you're good at relationship building, which goes back to the power of networking, which we talked about. Um, if you're good at networking, you're good at building those relationships, and you're willing to work, you can really overcome many different technical deficiencies that you might have
Yep.
in a field that you aren't classically trained in. And I think that
Yeah.
that is
Exactly.
a great I think that that's great advice for people to um absorb. And I mean, shoot, again, like you're a dude who went from calling in fire support to doing marketing for, at the very least, one of the most prolific coffee companies in